This is what my face looks like without makeup. It's fine. It's fine. I look fine. You know what? It doesn't look that bad. To be kind of honest, I mean, I look more attractive than most people out there. I talked a little bit on Instagram and in my previous video about making a video about quitting makeup, which is what I've done. So I want to talk a little bit about it because I feel kind of excited about it and interested in the topic, and I can't find other people that are interested in it, so I'm just gonna sit down in front of the camera and just talk to myself about it because nobody else wants to listen to me. So I've quit makeup for like a few weeks now, and I actually decided to quit it when my face was covered in breakouts. That's the washing machine. My face was covered in breakouts, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done trying to cover all this up. I'm done stressing out over not having perfect skin. I'm done. I still wear makeup for modeling jobs that I do, and of course, like, you can still quit makeup, but if you have to wear makeup for something, you can obviously do that. You can do anything you want, really. I'm just gonna talk about how I came to a place in my mind and in my confidence and in my skin, I guess, to decide that I really don't need makeup to be or feel more attractive. It's gonna be a long chat, so grab yourself a beverage of some sort, preferably something vegan, and let's get started. So I always wore makeup since I was a teenager. Like everyone else started wearing makeup. I've had acne since I was a teen, and I feel like my skin was really what kept me wearing a lot of makeup most of the time. Also, when I was 21, I got a job to work as a flight attendant for Emirates, and obviously as a flight attendant, you have to wear a lot of makeup, like full on lips, eyes, eyebrows, skin, contouring, blush, just everything. And that's how I got into the habit of wearing a lot of makeup for work. But still, like, in my everyday life, I always wore makeup, but not a ton of it. Like, I've never been the kind of girl that's loved wearing makeup. It's just not my hobby. I don't judge anyone for enjoying makeup and enjoying wearing a ton of makeup, but it was something that I was never crazy about, and I never really owned a lot of makeup. I found my one look, and I just stuck to that look forever, and I've never experimented with makeup or anything. So after Emirates, I started YouTube after I quit that. And again, for YouTube, I mean, I don't know, that's where I felt the most pressure to wear even more makeup. Like, I've never worn more makeup than I've worn for my YouTube videos. And that's mainly because I just see other YouTubers, and I just see them, and you know, you kind of feel like that's what you gotta do on your face as well, otherwise no one's gonna want to watch you, kind of. And the amount of makeup that you need to wear for a camera is different for what you need to wear in real life, because camera is a lot less forgiving, I feel like, than the human eye. Like, a lot more flaws pop out when you film yourself on a camera than what you look like in real life. So for filming and for YouTube, me and most YouTubers wear a ton of makeup on their face so they can just look normal. But that also kind of creates a bit of an expectation for what people should look like that is a little bit unrealistic, in my personal opinion. Washing machine again, if you can hear that. Hopefully not. But I don't want to judge anyone for wearing makeup or what makeup they wear. You know, as long as it's cruelty-free, which is the best option, just wear makeup. If you want to wear makeup, and you want to wear a ton of makeup, do that. Just make sure you're not buying products from companies that torture bunnies and kitties and puppies and stick stuff in their eyes and poke their skin with stuff just so you can have that makeup. Go for cruelty-free options, just search online and do that instead. So, as I was saying, YouTube was really what made me feel like I had to wear a lot more makeup and just feeling like my naked skin kind of looks like shit, which I don't think that anymore. I reached the point where I'm like, I don't look any better with or without makeup. Yeah, makeup might enhance some features, but I'm still me, I'm still the same person, and I don't think that if I wear makeup in my videos, that's really actually gonna make people like me more, or it's gonna make me get more subscribers. I feel like deep down in my subconscious, I really believe that that's what makeup did for me, and that's why I wore it. But now I don't really think that's the case. I feel like people are gonna like you if they like you. The end. No one's gonna like you more because your eyelashes are popping or your lipstick shade is desirable. That's just, I hope that people aren't that superficial. And if they are, that's fine. Then I don't think this channel is gonna be for those kind of people. So I feel like that's the biggest thing that gave me a lot of confidence, realizing that it doesn't make a difference. It's not going to make people like me more. It's not going to make people respect me more or find me smarter. It's not this magic thing that's going to, make my life better. My life wearing makeup and not wearing makeup is going to be the same, and the way people are going to treat me is going to be the same, I think. Or I'm just very lucky and very privileged. But again, if you have to wear makeup for work, I totally understand that. I have to as well. And that's where I make exceptions. Also, not wearing makeup and not having, like I've told myself, like I don't want to wear it anymore. I don't need to wear it anymore. So now when I'm gonna eat junk food, I think about it twice, like vegan junk food, obviously. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to cover it up afterwards, so maybe I just shouldn't eat these fried stuff, and maybe I should go for like veggies instead, because then I'm gonna look much better tomorrow. And, maybe in some videos I might feel like wearing mascara. Maybe sometimes I might feel like, I don't know, covering up blemishes. But in general, I don't consider that like breaking the rule, because there is no rule with this. I'm not like putting myself in a little box and I'm saying you're never gonna wear makeup again. Another reason behind this is that makeup contains a lot of toxic chemicals if it's not natural, which I never got to a point where I've used natural makeup. I went from using non-cruelty-free brands and going vegan, finishing my non-cruelty-free brands, and then just once they were done, I just went online, I googled whatever vegan makeup I could find. I ordered it, so I had like a vegan eyeliner, mascara, and foundation or whatever, and I had that, so I bought that about 2 years ago, which means I've been using the same makeup for about 2 years, which is really not good because makeup expires after 6 months, I think. So yeah, I just realized that. That's not embarrassing at all. I think I'm actually blushing. This is horrible. No wonder I was getting breakouts from makeup that I had for 2 years. So I've never worn natural makeup ever, because I was just using up the vegan stuff that I found, the stuff that wasn't tested on animals. But all the stuff that I was wearing was toxic shit that goes on your face and just ages it and harms it. Whether it was tested on animals or not, it doesn't make a difference when it's, not good for you. So definitely when I'm going to be buying new stuff now, I'm going to be only going for natural options or making my own things, although I'm not very crafty with that kind of stuff, with mixing ingredients in general, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, so I was just shooting the thumbnail and I realized there's a lot more that I want to say about this. I really need friends. If you really want to try this look, if you really want to go makeup less, but what's stopping you is your skin, don't let that affect you. And also just going without makeup is actually going to help your skin. And yeah, let me know if you want me to make a video on some tips on how to get clearer skin, and especially when it comes to hormonal issues. I did a lot of research, so I got a lot to say about that as well. Another thing that I want to say, because this ain't my channel if there isn't a little bit of sassiness in it and throwing shade at corporations, which is my favorite thing to do. The only negative feelings I have about makeup is the makeup industry. Not the people that wear makeup, obviously, or the makeup artists or people that love it, wearing it. But the industry is kind of just so focused on making us all feel insecure about the tiniest things. Thankfully, I never really bought into a lot of the stuff that the makeup industry makes you think that you need. Like, let's say primer. I never in my life have bought a primer. I never saw a reason for it. I'm just giving you an example. My makeup routine was super basic, super minimal my whole life, and I'm kind of happy that I never really invested a ton of money in makeup, because I think that, you know, especially when I wasn't vegan and I wasn't buying cruelty-free stuff, I would just be giving a ton of money to a bunch of assholes that like to make women feel insecure and poke bunnies' eyes with stuff. I've said this like a million times, but I did not know how horrible animal testing was until I saw some videos about it. If you don't believe me, do your own research. It's horrible what they do to these poor little animals just so we can look a little bit prettier, which I think is a very vain reason to torture animals. So I said my controversial thing for this video. I got the dislikes that I deserve, and now let's go back to being politically correct and everything. Sorry for all the rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're interested in quitting makeup, or like what your opinion about it is. Would you be interested in giving it a shot? Or are you like, no, never, I can't go without my makeup? That's how I was a few months ago when I had seen a video by Stella Rae where she quit makeup, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, you look great without makeup, but oh man, I can't try that. So it's gone like full circle, and now I'm in the same position where I'm like, you know what, I'm done with makeup for now. And yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and like this video if you liked it. Bye!